Okay, so now you're in Bryant Junior High School, or the old Bryant Junior High School. Talk about some of your primary programs at that time.
Well, the big thing was food shelf. That was a huge one. And then you had open gym for the kids to come play basketball. And then you had, we had some football people there to teach them how to play football. And then they had some classrooms where they could teach the kids math and some things that were slow in, that they need problems with. And then we could teach them that. And then the big main thing was we had the child program where you leave the kids in there, daycare. And that's been going on a long time. And the fact is, Bobby has been taking care of the kids. Now he's taking care of their kids.
Mm-hmm.
He's been there a long time. And the senior citizens, that's been a lifesaver for a lot of old folks. When they get old, they don't have nothing to do, and they can come over here and sit down and talk to other seniors. And they usually have lunches once in a while, and they have different programs. They have a nurse comes in and checks their blood pressure and stuff, and then they have once in a while they have lunches for them to come in and eat lunch, and then they have big Christmas parties. And they have a lot of things for the seniors to do besides sitting at home doing nothing. Belton. Hey. Yeah. Belton's all right. Keith Allison.
Now, talk about the engagement from the community. That's a lot of programs. This is the new site at that time. The Bryant Junior High School was obviously a increase in space. How was the community? What was the site at that time? Was Sabathani too big for the community, or was there a lot of involvement from the youth and families of the immediate surrounding community at that time?
There was a lot of involvement from everybody. Yeah, even the people downtown heard about it and wanted to make donations and stuff like that.
Let's talk a little bit about the growth years of Sabathani. Person by the name of Jim Cook, who took the leadership helm of Sabathani, and my understanding raised a nice amount of money to keep this organization stable. Can you talk about Jim Cook and his contributions?
Well, he came here, and the board hired him after they talked to him, see what he had been doing, and they told him how much money they'd have to raise the first year, and he was no hand at raising money because he exceeded that amount, and he did. Well, put it like this: he knew he'd been raising money in different areas, and he knew just what the United Way and these different people were looking for. And I can't think of Northwest Foundation. That was his biggest place, and that was one of the railroad men, J.J. Hill, founded that foundation, and that was their purpose was to help the youth.
Talk a little bit about the issues of today, how they're similar to its founding principles in 1966, or how they're different. Do you still see the same needs?
Well, the needs are always the same because we got the food shelf, and we've got we've added programs, but they're all of them are being used by everybody. It's not a something that has been used. People have. The fact is, they wear them out. If you want to know the truth, with the Latinos in the neighborhood now, they're the ones that are using a lot of help, like teaching them English and for the food shelf. And then they have a recreation program, teach them how to dance and different American ways they got here to teach them different things, which it's something new. We didn't plan on, nobody planned on Latinos being that active in the area. But it did turn out, so that turned out to be nice.
What about that, the core black community? How do you see, what are the needs that you see right now today for the
Black community?
Yes.
Still saying jobs. We got to get some decent jobs for them, and then the first thing to do is to get them in here and get them to school so they can get a GED or a high school diploma, and that'd be the main thing I see was that, and that's been the problem all the time. Is I don't know why, but they go to school so long and they get tired of it. They don't go any further, and then some of them go to school and don't want to quit. They go to university and they get over there and they go keep on going. You know, it's just different people, different attitude. I don't know what it is, but different ways of doing things.
My understanding is that you're very involved with the initiative around senior housing.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your concerns and your contribution to a lot of the discussions with Sabathani as it continues to grow and expand around the issue of being of service to the community seniors and also the issue of housing.
Well, number one, when the seniors get old, they can't live in the old house. Got steps, number one, and they do not arrange for wheelchairs, and they're not arranged for them at all. The sinks are too high, and the stove's high, and the bathrooms aren't good for them. That's why they have to really get out of the house, and they got to go somewhere else all on one floor, and so they can get out of the house without falling down the steps. Like my house, you got to have about 14 steps to get in, and about another 13 steps to get up to the second floor, and that is why I'm not living there now. I can't be run up and down the steps every time I want to do something. But the house, when I moved in there, it suited our purpose. And we had 3 girls, they all wanted a room and so forth. And it's a big house. But now my wife's gone, kids are gone, so now I got to sell.
Okay.
But senior housing is that you don't feel safe in a house by yourself, for number one. That you got to remember that. And senior housing, you feel much safer, and everything is geared for a senior. You know, the toilets are higher, and the sinks and everything are geared for you, and you know, the whole works would be better. And then the one I'm living in, you can buy your meals there if you want. You don't have to. You don't even have to cook nothing. But the apartment I have, it does have a sink and a refrigerator, and a stove, and everything in it.
Sabathani has definitely been a service to this community and other communities for quite some time now. What would you like to see as Sabathani's contribution as it continues to grow and expand and even reach back on its primary principles for being founded in the first place? How would you like to see Sabathani viewed in the history of this particular neighborhood and the vision of the founders moving forward?
Really a founded for the help of the youth, and that's where it started. But then we've got the seniors, and we got the people that are working every day and are just making it. You know, they're working, but they didn't make enough money. The jobs don't pay enough. And I'd like to see them get re-educated so they can get decent jobs. And there's jobs to be gotten too. I mean, my experience is from the construction industry. And we used to hire kids out of high school and pay them twice as much as their dad, as their dad earned, and which didn't go too good at home, but then they got used to it. Like I say, there's a lot of things they're doing nowadays that they couldn't do before. I'm Wayne Glanton, And I lived in this area all my life, except the time when I went to war. I guess the 3.5 years, 4 years I was in the service. And it's a good, very good community. It's always been mixed, and we've always gotten pretty good people. We haven't really had no great big problems on the south side. And if anybody is interested in helping the community, come down to Sabathani, because there's a lot of things that you can do to help us. We have volunteers in all fields, and we could use volunteers in different things. And we got some of the best people in the world to help you on your problems. So stop on by and see us. Stop at the front desk, and they can guide you around to where you want to go. And good luck to you, and keep your eyes open. Thank you.